My name is Luciana Gatto. I am from Apex Brazil, which is the Brazil's Trade and Investment Promotion Office. Our goal in Brazil is to promote international businesses for Brazilian companies. And we've been working with startups since 2012. And we've brought here today only 8. 6 are going to pitch here. And I hope you will enjoy our amazing startups and their services and products. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Renato Ferreira. I am founder and CEO of SearchHub. SearchHub is an insurtech that simplifies the protection of people and their assets. The problem to be solved here is that channels have the potential to sell insurance products, but insurers have legacy systems and integration difficulties. So the result is high cost and complexity for channels and insurers. The solution is a platform, an online platform for digital channels to sell insurance products to their customers. We connect insurers' legacy systems, and we design a digital approach to increase customers' engagement. The platform is white label and B2B2C model, like the cases of large banks and retailers, among more than 200 connected channels. In 5 years, we created an ecosystem of customers from different segments that impacts today more than 35 million of connected people. The portfolio is more than 200 available products from more than 30 connected insurers to attend more than 200 connected channels using different payment gateways. The business model is simplified by charging the cost per transaction or per success fee. SearchHub's growth has been 3 times a year in the bootstrapping strategy. We reached in 2012 the break-even point, and in 2021 the positive EBITDA. The goal of funding is to increase the number of digital channels, to internationalize the company, and to increase the revenue. The SearchHub's position is to build the ecosystem and to connect products more and more comparing to the competitors. SearchHub has more than 90 employees and experienced founders with more than 35 years of experience in IT and insurance. Thank you very much.
My name is Paulo Tenório. I'm the CEO and founder of Tracto. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you what we do, how we do it, and what we need to become the next big thing. So what is Tracto? Tracto is the first Brazilian design software, and actually the first Latin America design software built from scratch to help small companies, entrepreneurs, and also corporations to design better marketing materials. So basically, you can design with a click. We have unique features like background removal. You upload your photo on our editor, press one button, and boom, it magically removes the background. The interface is super easy and sleek. A designer can use, a non-designer can use, and you can basically design anything from social media content to PDFs, to presentations, business proposals, but you can also publish websites using the same editor. So you pick a template. We have thousands of different templates. You're going to customize on our editor, press one button, pick a domain, press literally, it's just one click, and you are publishing a website. It generates a QR code that you can share with the world. So I'm going to show you, my wife asked me to design my son's birthday invitation card, and I did a Tracto link, of course. If you point your camera to this QR code, you can check it out the experience. It has like animated GIFs, has like clickable maps, custom fonts, custom typeface, everything. So it's super fast to load and it's easy to use. So, but still, I'm a designer, so it's easier for me to design. But it's time consuming. Took me like few hours to design their invitation. It's beautiful. But why don't we make it easier? Because it's really hard to scale. And that's where it comes, like I'm showing our app, which is fast, simple, and awesome to use. So imagine that you are a small business. You're going to pick the kind of business that you are. Let's say you are a pet shop. You type your name, the name of the business, and then you pick a color. Take a photo of the product. In this case, it's a dog. So let's remove the background, use our AI. Boom, you have a week of social media content right there with just one tap of your phone. It's awesome. But how we do it? This is Bella, our AI-powered graphic design assistant. She's built on top of GPT-3 tech. We can design at scale, generate like thousands of designs with a click or a line of code through our API. We have our business model. It's freemium. We charge like $10 per month on the pro version, but we also have an enterprise solution where everything becomes a white label. So imagine something. We have working with many different companies in Brazil. One of them is iFood. It's like Uber Eats from Brazil. And with iFood, we are working on a one-click solution. You tap a photo, and boom, you have any kind of content that a restaurant needs to do. With a single sign-on, we can bring the name, the color, the photo of the products, and then we can scale design for real. Tracto went from 30,000 users in 2019 to more than 300,000 in 2021. We are $500,000 in US dollars in revenue, have more than 300,000 actually paying clients on Tracto, and growing 100% year over year. So what we need? We just raised down $1.2 million from the Venture City, which actually American and Spanish, from Bossa Nova, Google through the Black Founders Fund, and we are looking to expand our team. Tracto right now has 48 employees, and we are announcing our Series A with $2 million already committed. So it would be awesome if we can talk, and if you want to access this pitch, just like press your camera to the QR code. And thanks a lot. Thanks, FX. Thanks.
Content enhancement, data capture, and product automation are demands of any sports entity, broadcasters, and content creators around the world. With these three pillars in mind, and the desire to make this accessible to everyone, iSportistic was born. We developed a technology who scale the production and deliver the content better to be better understood and produced and distributed. We already make 32 different sports, 15 times more efficiency. For example, we made 250 games of football in Brazil in 6 days with only 4 editors. All of this with a 100% proprietary algorithm, resulting in more than 2 billion frames and 18,000 sports already covered. The best way to show it, to describe it, is show it. Our platform is in the cloud, so you don't need to download any software. You can access it in any place in the world with a browser. The sound is not good from the video. Here are our 6 group of products. I will show you. The polyposition is our AI-powered AutoCam, who follow the movement and reframe to social networks, since to stories or a post. The no-hitter tag and detect any brands in the video. We deliver a report of time exposure and a video clip with all the times that your brand appear. The hat trick, our media management, who automatically detect all the highlights of the game, of any sports, and you can tag a goal or an overtake or anything. The triple-double is our game analysis, who you can sketch in the video, the medical tactical analysis, like this. Knockout, you can put your watermark, your brand, your sponsor brand in video with our tool of digital insertion. The Grand Slam, it captures data, positional data, distance and speed of any object in the video. And our solutions works. You can combine each one according to your desire and your demand. We bring AI to sports to engaging more fans and bring more revenues to sports entity and broadcasters. iSportistics, AI improving sports. Thank you.
Imagine your life today. You have never been able to express yourself, but you could understand everything that your parents are saying to you. Millions of children, like Daniel, for example, who was born with cerebral palsy, around the world, they are refused the right to education because they are considered not capable. The schools do not have an inclusive solution to accommodate all of them together, what we call inclusive education. Only 15% of the people who need assistive technology can afford it. And what happens to the rest, 85%? That's where we come in. Gleison was born with cerebral palsy, and he was the one who created the first solution that we have that he called KeyX, and he is changing, together with us, many people's lives. This is the keyboard. This is the main solution. It works like a keyboard and a mouse to make children with physical and motor disabilities to be able to express themselves, to write, to learn, to engage. We also have many other accessories, so children that cannot even touch, that can only blink, they can also learn and engage. We also created a 360 platform that empowers the educators with tasks and activities so they can use this with the children. And we have it in all of these languages. It's a 25 billion market, mainly, for example, because 5 million schools need to be inclusive, and they are not. So the market is really, really huge. The return on investment in assistive technology is also huge. For each $1 that we spend, $9, they can have it. And why we are different? Because we focus on two major factors that are the curiosity and engagement. This is very important today for you to engage with children with disability. The technology is also patented, and our revenue model is we sell this to schools in a subscription model based, and so private schools, institutions, public schools, we teach the teachers to teach the children. We also have reached 600K last year, 8,000 students, and more than 450 schools using our solution, mainly in Brazil. So in a nutshell, we have the complete assistive technology together with an educational platform, together with a virtual e-learning environment to help the teachers, and lots of reports. This is our team. I graduated in business administration and also in electronics. And we have Gleison Fernandez, who was born with cerebral palsy, that is there because we know the pain from inside when we are doing this. Our goal is we are looking for $2 million because this can be really, really huge. Of course, we also are looking for CSR, the corporate social responsibility teams inside some big companies, because this is a way that we can make our solution go to every school. We have beautiful stories like Allison. He's nonverbal, cannot even hold a pencil, but he's writing books, he's publishing books. 12 years old, cannot speak, but everybody knows Allison because he's writing his books. So one thing that I would like to say is that exclusion is the result of invisibility. This is what we need to do with these children. My name is José Rubinja, and the company is called Key to Enable. Thank you so much.
I am the CEO of Redify, and we are a startup that uses AI to optimize product prices. So, according to Harvard Business Review, 85% of the companies doesn't know how to price their products correctly. So that means that those companies are failing to make money or losing money each sales. So imagine a retail that sells a lot per day, they are actually losing a lot of money. But pricing is not a simple task, so define a competitive price is not simple. You need to consider your internal costs, you need to consider the market changes, your competitor behaviors, and also the customer perception. So it's common that those leaders of the retailers, they always are asking if what will happen if they change a product price. the sales will increase or decrease. So it's a business issue. They don't know how to do. So they copy the biggest competitor. That's a bad decision. So adding to this scenario, also we have a growing wave of the digital sales. So marketplaces and e-commerce keep growing. So for the physical retail, that's a big problem. They don't know how to do because they don't know how to say in digital platforms. So how to set a fair and competitive prices? We create Predify. That is an online platform that uses AI, machine learning, and artificial intelligence to create better prices. Okay? So how does it work? We follow 4 steps for each client. Okay? First step, we integrate our platform with our APIs to the internal systems and ERPs of the company so we can understand what's happening. Second step, we use our intelligence so we can suggest healthier prices so the company stops to lose money each sale. After that, we monitor the online and offline markets to understand what's happening in this segment. So what is the competitor prices and what is their behavior. And the last step is we got all this data and apply our AI so we can now suggest the competitive prices. So now the company can start to gain more money. Okay? So Predify was created to get a complex thing that is pricing and turn that simple. So pricing now becomes simple thing to do. So managers, founders can understand what is happening and can apply the right prices and make more money. Some of our benefits. So our platform will deliver to you a smart pricing, price assertiveness, cost reduction, time optimization, because the pricing process could have to use like 3 or 4 days to define for 10 products. So if you are a big retailer that you have 1,000, 10,000 products, is a big issue. Some of our key features. With Predibots, you are allowed to scan the digital and the offline market to understand your competitor price. So imagine you are a retailer that you need to go to your competitor store to understand her price. With our solution, you don't have to do this anymore, and you can get this every day. Dynamic pricing allows you to create business rule that will change your price automatically according to your strategic thinking. So if your competitors change your price, you can change your price automatically. Smart pricings, we analyze the macroeconomics variables that affect your price. Let's say, like if the American dollar. If the American dollar changes, probably will affect your product and your sales and your price because probably you are using China to build something. Elasticity analysis allows you to understand your price sensitivity. So if you change price from a product, your demand, your sales will increase or decrease. So our AI model can say you this answer. Our price forecast allows you to predict the behavior of your competitors. So when we get all the data of your competitors, we can know if they will change or not your price. So in this step, now we have a proactive pricing process. Okay? So just to end some of our numbers. Okay? And we now together part of NeoGrid ecosystem. So we are expanding to Netherlands, and we are looking for partners in this expansion. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ramon, the co-founder and CRO of Pareto, an artificial intelligence platform for online advertising. Everything began when we realized they were passionate about marketing, but it was too late for me. I became a mechatronic engineer when I met my partner, the founder CEO, and we launched the company. We are together with Cloud, a great partner and advisor who came via Endeavor Scale-Up program in Brazil. So During those 5 years, we analyzed more than 20,000 companies, managing paid media for them, helping them doing this, and hiring and training people for doing this. And we understood that 65% of the marketing team time was spent with budget management and reporting tasks like this that should be done by an automation. So the consequence, burnout, a lot of manual errors, and a lot of ad spend wasted. So to solve that, we launched our software, which has more than 50 types of automations, so the people can save time and invest more in creative and strategic tasks or type of work. So we help them with omnichannel budget management, for example, integrating with CRM and e-commerce platforms, to programmatic anti-fraud for Google Display and Criteo, helping analyze bad performance channels and apps. So on average, we are saving 5,000 hours per year for companies like this, Itaú, the largest one in Brazil, Greenpeace, Universal Music, Saint-Gobain, and the best soccer team, Flamengo. We are award-winning technology. You see my happy partner there. This day was when you won 5 out of 6 categories at Google Awards, the most important award from Google for premier partners in the world. We have more than $500 million under management, which means that we can develop trustable automations for you. So in the competitive landscape, we are differentiated by being AI-based, no code at all, and focused on mid-sized market. So our business model is a monthly fee. You can choose the paid media automation package or the sales and market all integration, and we can customize it for you. Just contact us. We are here looking for Sofia, the commerce manager, Martina, the agency director, and Pablo, the data analyst, our beloved personas. You don't need to have the same name, but if you are great professionals like them, just scan this QR code and let me know. Thank you.